Hello everyone, today we will explain the operation of the MXXXT series configuration software. First, ensure that both the computer and the device are on the same LAN and have the same IP address. After opening the configuration software, click Device Search and search for the MXXXT device. The IP address, model, version number and device information of the MXXXT device are displayed here. Double-click the IP address and log in with the default password 1234. After successful login, enter System Settings. Click on Read Configuration to read the internal configuration of the device into the configuration software, and it will display data loading successful. This is the basic setting. This interface shows the device ID and remarks when the device is used as a Modbus slave. In addition, there is an in-channel setting, which support for 20 mA or 010 volts by default, and can be selected according to the channel properties. Next, you need to set the measurement range for each channel, with the default being for 20 mA. After connecting the channel, you can read the current value of each channel. Next is the DIN channel settings. The DIN channel can set the counter mode and a normal mode. The first channel supports high-speed pulse input detection, and subsequent channels are low-speed pulse detection. The acquisition frequency and anti-shake time can be adjusted. On the right, you can view the current status of the DIN channel and set the working mode, which can be read directly. Next is the DO channel setting, which can read or double-click to modify the output status of the DO channel. If the selected MXXXT device has a PT100, PT1000 or thermocouple channel, you can also view the status of the thermocouple channel here. Next is the AO output setting. The device supports 110 volts DC output. You can drag to set the corresponding output value. Below is the network settings. The device is set to automatically obtain an IP address by default. There are also cloud platform connection settings, including Modbus RTU, Modbus TCP or MQTT. After the function is enabled, the function on the right will take effect. After it takes effect, you can set two server IPs, but only one will take effect. If the first server cannot be connected, the device will automatically connect to the second server. For Modbus TCP or Modbus RTU, you need to enter the server domain name, port, and login serial number or registration package. Here are the settings for heartbeat, registration packet authentication, and the number of heartbeat replies, heartbeat cycle, and timeout time. This section is for Modbus RTU or Modbus TCP settings. If MQTT is selected, the above settings will be invalid. In the MQTT settings, you need to enter the server IP address and port. And then here are the publishing topic, subscription topic, client ID, username and password. Currently, the device only supports key authentication. There is also an interval setting for MQTT message reporting. These are the settings for the MXXXT device. to connect to the server and upload data. If the device is only used as an I/O module, there is no need to set these options. The device can function as either a Modbus TCP master or a Modbus RTU master. If the MXXXT device needs to collect data from other devices, it can connect to temperature sensors via the 485 interface, or connect to a PLC via the network port. The MXXXT device acts as a Modbus master to collect data from other devices through the Modbus protocol. If it is a Modbus TCP master, you need to enter the IP address and port of the slave device. After the settings are completed, this interface is the setting of the device as a slave. It can also be used as a master. For example, enter a Modbus TCP. The default address range is 100-399. Here you can choose the 485 interface or channel 1. If a Modbus TCP slave is added, you can select the corresponding channel and click Add. This is the setup for master mode. If there is a 485 interface to connect other devices, you can also collect data through 485. Select 485 and click Add. In this way, two MXXXT devices are set as Modbus masters to collect data from other devices. If the device is used as a slave, it needs to be switched to master mode. When setting up a slave, you only need to configure the 485 parameters and Modbus ID. The following functions are mainly used when the device is used as a master station. This is the setting of the device as a Modbus master or slave station. After setting up the collection, you can read the current value of the collection here and click Refresh. There are also device operation logs and some functions that can clear logs. Next is the menu. The system settings include login, password change, save configuration, read configuration, and read logs. The time option can read the device's MAC address, current time, and device ID. The device ID is mainly used to identify the device, and customers generally do not need to use it. Below are the restart and shutdown functions, as well as the search, import, and export functions. Here is the language selection. Since there are many models of the MXXXT device, you must check which channels the device includes. For example, if the device only has DIN channels, only the DIN part will take effect, and the other parts will not take effect. If it is an MXXXT model, there are 8 AI, 8 DI, and 8 DO. These parts will take effect, but the PT100 and PT1000 parts will not take effect. Thank you for watching.